Story about my best friend Kaylee from February 6th, 2026. Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was... Story about my best friend Kaylee from March 6th, 2026. Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was my best friend's name is Kaylee and she was in 6th grader and she loved me all the time and Kaylee has 10 siblings in her house. One day on Friday, February 6th, 2026 Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was my best friend's name is Kaylee and she was in 6th grader and she loved me all the time and Kaylee has 10 siblings in her house. One day on Friday, March 6th, 2026 when Kaylee got to school and she met me and she sat next to me and one of my friends Bella because Bella has neighbors with one of my best friends Avery Waldo and the other is Cheyenne Jones who is crazy all the time and she has a boyfriend's name is Ty. In 13 minutes later when the bells ring then Kaylee and I walked together to the 6th grade side then I went to 8th grade hallway to get ready for crew and Kaylee go to gym classroom for crew. Chapter 2. In few hour later when 4th hour and 8th grade's lunch is over then Kaylee went to her 6th grade's locker to get her stuff for science then she go to Mrs. Cotner room for science and one of my neighbors, Gabriella Brower was in Mrs. Cotner classroom with Kaylee. In few minute later when at middle of the class and Kaylee right side ribs start to hurting and she screaming then my neighbor Gabriella Brower ran to Mrs. Cotner and she say, Mrs. Cotner, Kaylee got hurt I heard she screaming. Then Mrs. Cotner called the principal to go get Kaylee. In 4 minutes later when the principal got to Mrs. Cotner room and she brought wheelchair and she took Kaylee to the office. Chapter 3. While Mrs. Cotner took Kaylee to the office because Kaylee got hurt and I was in sports skills classroom with two of my best friends Avery Waldo and Zoe Firestone and I heard from the hallway that Kaylee is scream in the hallway because she got her right side rib is hurting then one of my friends Savannah Fielder and my teacher Mr. Frackini walked the hallway and they saw that my best friend's Kaylee got hurt then I was keep playing the kickball game because me and all of my 5th hour friends playing the kickball in 5th hour sports skills classroom. In few minutes later when Kaylee was in office and the principal was called Kaylee mom to pick her up from school and Kaylee was sitting on the wheelchair and she screaming because her right side rib is hurting. In few minute later when Kaylee mom got to Kaylee's school and Principal Burrell pushed the wheelchair to Kaylee mom car then Kaylee mom rushed Kaylee to the hospital. Chapter 4. An hour later when Kaylee and her mom got to the hospital then Kaylee and her mom went to the hospital room and then Kaylee lay in hospital bed while the doctor talked to Kaylee mom about Kaylee got her right sides repaired at school. In 1 hour later when Kaylee three best friends Maya Merrifield, Avery Waldo and Zoe Firestones got home from school then Maya Merrifield, Avery Waldo and Zoe Firestones was praying for Kaylee because Kaylee was at the hospital. Kaylee texted to one of her best friends Maya Merrifield that Kaylee was in hospital then Maya Merrifield was texted to Kaylee about her problem and why she was at the hospital then Maya Merrifield is keep texted to Kaylee while Kaylee was at the hospital and Maya Merrifield is at home and watch basketball game on her TV. In 4 hours later when the doctor walk into Kaylee hospital room then Kaylee doctor have to tested her then she gave Kaylee some medicine to help her to feel better. Chapter 5. In few hour later after the doctor check on Kaylee then Kaylee took a picture of her and her mom then she sent it to her best friends Maya Merrifield on her messenger kids. In 15 minute later when the doctor walked back to Kaylee hospital room then the doctor was check on Kaylee one more time then she say that Kaylee is all better now so Kaylee could go home now. In few minute later when Kaylee got home from hospital then she took a rest in her bed so she can be all better in the next morning. Chapter 6. In the next day when Kaylee wake up in the morning, then she texted to one of her best friends Maya Merrifield about hockey games. In few minutes later after Kaylee texted to one of her best friends Maya Merrifield, then Kaylee got up and she eat her breakfast, then she getting ready to meet me at the hockey game. In few minutes later when Kaylee was in her room to clean her room and her phone is ringing, then she grabbed her phone and she noticed that one of her best friends Maya Merrifield is called her. Whilst Kaylee is calling Maya Merrifield on her phone and Maya Merrifield is talking to Kaylee about matching clothes, hair and shoes for hockey games. In few minutes later after Kaylee called one of her best friends Maya Merrifield, then Kaylee called on her little brother Connor to get ready to go to hockey games. Then Kaylee and her little brother Connor went to their car and they are on their way to hockey games. Chapter 7. In few minutes later when Kaylee and her little brother Connor got to hockey games, then they walking to look for Kaylee best friends Maya Merrifield. Whilst Kaylee and her little brother walking and Kaylee found Maya Merrifield is sitting on the chair, then Kaylee and her little brother Connor meet Maya Merrifield at hockey games. When the hockey is start, then Kaylee and one of her best friends Maya Merrifield was playing and be silly little bit Alet, then she watch the hockey games, then she keep playing and be silly when hockey